Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to ETS2. Yes, it's ETS2 again, back-to-back episodes. You know how it feels when you really want to do something and you can't do anything else because you really are hooked into that certain thing you want to do? Well, that's exactly what I'm feeling with ETS2 right now. Specifically with this truck. I am in love with it. And I am super excited to drive over to Sweden, and that's why I couldn't play anything else because I really want to play this and continue our journey. I also have other reasons which make my excuse perfectly valid, but I'll share them with you as we go along. Anyway, in the previous episode, we arrived here in Stockholm. Hey, Stockholm. And we've seen a couple of the Swedish and Latvian highways and roads, but now it's going to be pure Swedish highways and roads, I think. If you look at the map, we are traveling from Stockholm to Södertälje. We probably won't be able to go through the Scania factory here, or the Scania driving center, I think. The factory might be somewhere else, might be that one. I don't know if that's just a huge establishment, but we'll be going through the E20 highway. And we'll be passing by Örebro. We'll be discovering Karlstad for the first time. And then we'll be crossing over to Norway here, and then passing by E134. That looks like it's a mountain pass, gonna be pretty exciting there, and eventually arriving at Stavanger. Yeah, so it looks pretty exciting, looks pretty cool, and it perfectly sets us up for 1.28, because in 1.28 Scandinavia is the main region, because that's where the double trailers will be. So we are preparing. As with the previous episode, I have switched to real automatic transmission so that we make things as realistic as possible, because all modern Volvo trucks nowadays are using automatic transmission. I-shift, I think, to be more specific, with that shift stick. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go to drive. And a couple of you guys mentioned that in real life you could do a plus minus thing, so you could shift the gears manually, but I think in the game, if you are using an automatic transmission, you cannot override it. So I'm in second gear, I cannot say I go to first gear. Yeah, there's just no way. I don't think it's part of ETS2. Also, thank you for the comments, guys. Learned a lot last episode. So you told me that in Latvia, as well as in Sweden, I think, you have to have your lights on. But since we have DRLs, daytime running lights, those things, I don't think we need the full-on lights. I think we just need maybe I turn on the park lights. And not mainly for the law, because I think the DRLs satisfy that requirement. I turn on the park lights just so you can see the dashboard better, right? But let me know if you prefer it off. But I think having it on is quite nice as well. Alright, there we go. Now, can we make a full turnaround here? I hope so. Let's see. So I don't have to reverse. Okay, let me stick to the middle here, because this is a trailer with a steerable axle. And so it kind of dances around when you steer it. When you steer to the right, it kind of sways to the left, kicks out to the left, and if you're too much on the left side, you will be in for a surprise, because your trailer will actually hit the other side. Okay, can I make it? Oh, that's a pretty nice looking car. What is that? What is that? That car. Interesting. And I think I might be climbing the curb there. Dance for me. Trailer. Yes, just needed enough. Perfect. And okay, didn't hit anything. I'm happy with that. Good. Alright. Let's go and enjoy the journey, guys. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. Prepare yourselves for a chill trucking session. And maybe a clumsy one at that as well. Some curb climbing, some accidents on the way. Hopefully not too much, but yes. As always, this is Clumsy Trucking, so you never know what you get, right? And And then, can I move on now? Yes, thank you. That's a pretty nice trailer. I like that. Right, I think I have to signal left here, right? Because we are in Sweden, and I think this is what Driving Bro does, signaling left. I still haven't read any comment about that, so if any of you guys know how to properly drive through a roundabout in Sweden, let me know, okay? Do you have to signal left there, or is it enough to signal right when exiting? Look at that, staying in 6th gear, completely destroying my eco-friendliness. There we go, 7th gear. It is kind of smart though if you think about it, because it does recognize that you're in an uphill slope and it doesn't shift up. That's also nice, huh? That's pretty nice. Yeah, I just wish I can override the gear somehow. Like when I really wanted to shift up, like now, I press shift, I press control. Those are the default keys. They don't work. Oh, did you see that? Floating car hype. Yep. Looking pretty good. Going outside the line though. Up. And crap. You know, I always pick the worst times to go to the external view. Have you noticed? Like whenever I have to do a serious turn, a major turn on the highway, I have to exit, that's when I decide to always go to external camera. Good thing I just made it in time and there was no other vehicle. Oh, this is beautiful. It looks exactly like where Driving Bro is recording his footage, you know, with those bridges in the trees and the lampposts, the scenery entirely. Nice, right? Pretty cool. I think you could be cruising along here. Also, if anyone does know what is the best way to cruise along, right? Should I go to neutral like this and just leave it cruising? Or should I stay in drive and just take my feet off the pedal? Unfortunately, ETS2 doesn't have those smart eco driving cruise control modes. It just has a basic cruise control, so it doesn't go to neutral automatically, you know, nothing like that. But I want to simulate it. So if I were to simulate it, what would be the best way to do it? So do let me know in the comments, right? But thanks a lot, guys, so far for all the comments you've given. It's been pretty useful. I really learned a lot, and I enjoy trucking more because I learn more about the geography, where we are, the certain rules in the country, and I learn a lot from the culture as well in general. Right, maybe let me just turn on cruise control here. Right, so one option where this is downhill a bit, I can leave it at 11th gear, just leave it like that, allow it to shift down or up if needed, or I can go to neutral like this. But I have a hunch going to neutral like this is not pretty good. I would assume it has some consequences. Anyway, let's go and speed up because we can go up to 18 here. Oh wow, this is just a beautiful highway. I guess the Scandinavia regions are one of the more like scenic routes that you can take. It's like everywhere you go, even if it's just a simple highway, it looks so beautiful. And I think, why is this truck slowing down and this van decided to swerve to the left but isn't speeding up fast enough? Okay, there you go. Do we need fuel? More than half. I don't think we really need it. Let me stay away from this guy because I have a feeling he's gonna be making trouble for me later on. You know, I saw this video. I follow this guy. He's a Filipino, but he's one of the more how do you say, significant figures in the transportation world in the Philippines. So he's a private guy. He's not a government official or a politician, nothing like that, but he is a media man, and he's become quite famous these days because in the Philippines, if you haven't heard, there's a huge controversy recently with the ride sharing services like Uber and Grab, and they are at risk of getting shut down rather, by the government because they say they are not adhering to the regulations. And then so that the people are really fighting for it because they become so useful, they become so used to them, and they're much better alternatives than taxis based on multiple testimonies that people are really fighting to protect them and to keep them in. And so this guy, I started following this guy, and he gives out very good ideas and very good points. It's like, wow, we should have more of you in our country. His name is James Deacon, and he has proposed quite a number of changes already. Hopefully they get implemented eventually. Oh, that looks beautiful. What is this? Vastman Lan. I don't even know how to pronounce those accents. And if in Swedish you pronounce other words, other letters differently, like the J you pronounce as like a Y, like HEJ is hey, right? Pronounce it as hey. When in English you would pronounce that as hedge, something like this. Oh, look at this. Yeah, beautiful. So clean, so organized. All the road lines, all the markings. It's just perfect. Wait. So I have to warn you in advance, guys. There's going to be a lot of photos in this video because everywhere I look, it just looks so scenic. So yeah, that guy James Deacon, he shared a video recently about the simplest way to get rid of traffic. The simplest is not always the easiest. You might have heard that phrase before, and this is particularly true with this video. So it's an illustration of what causes traffic, and apparently traffic is caused simply if a vehicle in front of you stops. It causes like a shockwave of slowdowns that travels all the way around the highway. Like if someone here stops, then the car behind him stops as well or slows down, and then the one behind him slows down, and then there will come a point where someone would stop completely and then slow down the entire ring, something like that. That is the ultimate cause of traffic, and you might have experienced that before. Like you were in a highway and you get stuck in a traffic jam, and then you're thinking, oh, there must be an accident up ahead, and then eventually you get stuck in traffic for 15 minutes or something, and then you just get out of it and nothing happened. I mean, there was no accident, no nothing. So if you're wondering why, that's because of that thing. Someone just stopped, someone maybe did a brake check, someone slowed down, it shockwaved all through the lane in the highway, and that causes the traffic. And it's a bit simplistic, but yeah, that video says that the simplest way to get rid of traffic is ultimately to remove all humans from driving, because the humans do not have enough fast enough reflexes to adjust to the distance in front of us, behind us, in time. So we have slow reaction times, and that causes the traffic. Someone slows down in front. Let's move to the left here to give that guy some space. I think we can merge back in. Yeah, someone slows down in front, you slow down, you maybe get delayed by a fraction of a second or more, and that just cascades all throughout behind you. But if you think about it, if it was perfectly calculated, then the distance in front of you would always be calculated, and you can always adjust accordingly, right? So, I forgot to turn on my beacons. There you go, beacons are on. And like I mentioned, I won't turn on my headlights because I have daytime running lights anyway. I think that should be good enough. What is that? Orebro. It's a pretty nice sign. Looks all customized and stuff. I wonder if that's from the DLC, Scandinavia DLC, or if that's from ProMods. I never quite distinguish between these two because Scandinavia DLC is done really well. But I think it's actually ProMods level or maybe even higher. Anyway, so this video that I'm watching, yeah, it says to remove the human factor, like have like self-driven cars, and in that way, for example, you guys are stuck in traffic, like in a red light. When it turns green, normally the car in front accelerates a bit, and then the one behind him sees that that car is accelerating, so he accelerates as well. But there's a bit of a delay there, right? You don't really go at the same time. You don't really start at the same time, because if you do, there's a risk that someone in front of you will not follow the same pattern and you end up hitting him instead. So you kind of wait for the guy in front of you to move before you move normally. Right? But if everything was done via computers or automated in a way that there is a sync happening. Let me go to neutral here. I think this is a bit downhill. And so we can really hear that gliding sound. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Let me turn on my headlights because it's getting a bit dark. Right, good. So yeah, if you have the cars automated, then they can actually space themselves evenly all the time, because they calculate so much faster than we do and can adjust faster. There is no human aspect to it, human error aspect. And actually the video even gave a point that if you think about it, if everything was automated, then you actually won't need any more traffic lights, if you think about it, because traffic lights are something for humans, so they can adjust and they know that they can go. If everything is synchronized and adjusted anyway in the background, then there is really no need to have an explicit traffic light, because everything is being calculated and adjusted behind the scenes. And so the video actually showed how it would look like a four-way intersection, but if everything was driven by computers, then they would communicate amongst themselves, and they would just drive through. They would not even need to stop. They would just probably adjust their speed to make sure that there would be no collisions in a four-way intersection. But there would be no lights, no need for stopping, just adjusting the speed and timing themselves that they fit in the intersection without any hitch. Yeah, that sounds scary, but computers can do that. Humans cannot. For sure, humans cannot do that. But yeah, that's the ugly fact about it. At the end of the day, computers are more efficient than us. So that is if you really want 100% efficiency and optimization, that is the best direction to go to. But then again, having said that, you cannot really remove the fun in driving itself. And so, I love this view. I love this view, guys. Sorry if I lose my train of thought from time to time, because I'm just really admiring the view. I'm sure you guys are too. Look at that. It's just beautiful. The frame rate is great. The visuals are great. So this is a combination of Scandinavia DLC, ProMods 2.17, and Foggy Weather 2.0 pre-beta. And all those combined takes my breath away, really. Just takes my breath away. Anyway, yes, so that is the most efficient way, like it says. It's the simplest way, but simplest is not always the easiest. So simplest will be to turn all the cars into automated beings, remove the human factor basically. But yeah, it's not realistically possible right now. Maybe in the future. because they are starting on that, right? Automating vehicles and stuff. Personally, I am not a fan of it, but I do agree it's more optimized. Personally, I want to keep people on the road more, simply because I love to drive. That's why I have these videos, because I enjoy driving. And if everything becomes automated, then I cannot drive anymore. But yeah, if we're just talking about optimization and efficiency, that is the direction to go, definitely. Right, let's glide here. Oh no, it's not really downhill. It is quite a bit though here, yes. Right, so if I go like that, I stay in 11th gear. Not really sure I like that. I think I like the neutral, going to neutral better. I think I like the sound of it better. Like when we glide like this, it just feels so eco-friendly to me. I think in the meantime, I changed my mind. I'd prefer going to neutral when we're gliding like this, just to feel it better. Yeah, just to be able to distinguish it more when I'm gliding and when I'm actually doing cruise control or driving. Oh, thank goodness we went below 70 because a cop car just passed us by. Okay, let's go back to gear here, get up to speed. Centrum. And thank you for clarifying as well. I think it was Cobble who clarified that. Remember, I was talking about the Garmin GPS and that it wasn't. It normally should have a white background, but in this case, it doesn't. He says it's because of Eugene's Volvo FH. This truck is not compatible with that white background. But then again, the black background in itself is pretty nice as well, so should be okay. Wait a minute. Is this the right way? This is not the right way. I should have gone that way. No one saw what I did, right? No one saw what I did. It'll be our little secret, and that cars as well. No witnesses. That is a pretty confusing intersection. Like there was a roundabout entrance and there was at the same time like a U-turn slot. An extreme right. I think I saw an intersection like that in Sweden in one of Driving Bros vids. He was going through one of those and I was like, where the heck is he going? But then he more or less knew the roads by heart, so it wasn't really a problem for him. For me it was. For me it is. But not for him. Okay. Whoa, bro. My turn. Good. So I think we just turn around. Yeah, we just turn around. We just circle around instead of making a U-turn. It's much more efficient anyway. Much easier as well. Okay, guys. Maybe you let me go since I'm bigger than you. Thank you. Good move. And we are home. Volvo. But this Volvo isn't actually a truck dealer, surprising enough. Yeah, it looks like a dealer. But it's not. At least it doesn't appear in the map. And those are our brothers. Maybe that's where we came from, huh? Okay. Lots of Audis here in Sweden. Thank you. There we go. Europe car. This was probably the pickup point. Let's go after this car. Oh, he's turning right. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I realized I didn't need to eat so much of the other side of the lane when I'm turning, because I do have a steerable trailer axle. And it can easily adjust to me anyway. Okay, where the heck are we going now? I think we're exiting, yeah, here. There we go, entering the highway again. Yep, we're good. We're good. Hurry up. Power it through. There we go. And then we just have a look outside. Refresh the gamma. And now we have a much better looking sky. Yeah. Our fuel consumption is now at 42.7. That's very good because we've entered the highways. So we are saving a bit more. Yesterday it was 45 or 46 even. And once we go through more of those, oops, sorry. Let's go to neutral. Once we go more through these highways, it will go down even more. Crap, it's 70 here. But I don't want to slow down because it's a waste of speed. It's 50 here. Well, I'll risk the penalty. I'll risk the penalty for the speed. I'm just gliding along until I reach 50. I wonder why it's 50. Oh, I see. Okay. There are houses. My bad. So I'm completely neutral. Don't even have retarders or engine brakes on. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Yep, looks really good. Okay. Alright, there we go. And now I think we need to power it through. Because now we are back in the highway. Back to 70. So we did a bit of eco-friendliness there, but not law-friendliness, because we kind of broke the law in some places. Broke the speed limit by a lot. It was fun anyway. And we got through that beautiful looking bridge. Lots of bridges here. I like it. Hopefully I can go to Scandinavia someday in real life. Where is it that there is the Northern Lights? There is one in Iceland, right? And I think there's also one in Norway, was it? The Aurora Borealis or something? I can't really remember which is which. There's one in the north, and I think there's also one in the south, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Wrong gear. Let's go. Go. 70 is up there. We're only at 60. My bad. 810. A means automatic, I guess. Yeah, probably. Okay, good. And now I guess we can glide. Thank you. Yes, perfect. This is exactly what I had in mind. As a result, we're going a bit over the speed limit, but just a little bit. How quiet that is. I think I prefer the neutral version. Unless someone tells me that it's a bad thing, and you let me know why it is a bad thing, I'm going to keep going to neutral when I try to glide like that. It's a good balance between having a very powerful engine sound, like roaring like this, and mixing it up and having like a photo op, and then mixing it up and having like a very silent, very eco-friendly sound, just hearing the wind just gliding through, just like riding a bike, you know, not even hearing the engine purr. It's a nice balance. So up. Reset first, remove that misplaced beacon, and look at that view. Wow. Yeah, that looks really beautiful. I think a tilt's in order. Maybe that way? Maybe a bit wider? Yeah, I think that works. Show a bit more of the truck, actually. Maybe something like... I would have preferred to see the road as well. I don't think we can at this point, though. Yeah, I don't think we can at this point. If I go super wide and super long, that way, I I think that works too. Right, let's have a look. And for sure, like I mentioned, lots more opportunities, photo ops to utilize in this road. So apologies in advance, guys, but yeah, I don't really want to miss it. Look, we're down to 41.7. It is increasing though because of this uphill. I also find those interesting. Those merging lanes, you know how it is that normally you have two lanes, and then when you're merging, go to neutral here. Because I'm sure we will be reaching the limit with this steep downhill slope. Look at that, we're now at 70. Now going to 80. Look at that. That was beautiful. And then we go uphill. So we don't really exceed the speed limit. That was beautiful. Anyway, what I was saying, so what happened to my speed? Why did it just go dramatically like that? Bro, shift up. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that way, that one. So you know how you have normally when you have two lanes and then it merges into one lane? Normally, it's the outside lane, so in our case the right lane, which merges to the left. But in Sweden, I noticed, even in Driving Bros vids, you have that kind of setup where you have the inner lane is the one merging to the inside, to the outside, the inner merging to the outside, the left merging to the right, which for me is a bit unnatural, but I don't know, is there a reason for it? Is there a practical reason for it? Because if I think about it, I think it's more practical to have the merge as normal, like the right lane merging to the left, the outside merging to the inside lane. But, or maybe, wait a minute, I'm thinking about it. Normally, the people on this lane, on the outside lane, would be slower. And if they try to merge into the inside lane like this, then it would technically be harder because the cars would be faster. The opposite though, if we're like inside here and we're trying to merge to the right, to the outside lane like that, then we would get, normally be contending with, like this, slower vehicles, and that would actually make it easier. So if you think about it, I think it makes perfect sense to have that kind of setup. Going a bit too fast, a little bit of retarder work, otherwise stay neutral. There we go. 70, okay. Bit more retarder work. Okay, I think we're crossing over to Norway soon enough because I'm starting to see the mountains. Yeah, I think that kind of merging, inner to outer, actually makes more sense. Interesting, I never thought of it that way. What do you guys think? Which is the more practical one for you? Out to in or in to out? Right to left or left to right? Wow, going super slow here. This is really steep, guys. Look at the trucks. Maybe you guys should stay on the right lane if you're having trouble climbing like me. Yeah? Bro, merge to the right already. Don't force it. Oh, there we go. Crossing over from Sweden to Norway as expected. Because yeah, these mountains usually are indicative of Norwegian mountains, I think. At least that's what I've seen in this game. In real life, I'm not sure if Sweden has these mountains as well. But I'm sure our Swedish friends will let me know in the comments. I'll be looking forward to it. Here we go, border crossing. I think it's time we did a little refueling. I love that. Engine braking. Might be a bit too much though. That might have been a bit too much. Engine braking. Okay. Turn off the beacons. Go outside the truck. And fuel up. Good. 1.46 euros per liter of diesel. Is that expensive? It's 700 euros for 483 liters. I think that's actually pretty cheap, isn't it? Seatbelts, keys, and on. Beautiful. Turn on the lights. I think we should be sleeping soon as well. Maybe we should sleep now, huh? What do you guys think? Let's have a look at the map here. You can either sleep there, or let me see. We can sleep there, or we can sleep the next one. The next one doesn't seem very near. I think I'd rather sleep here. If I sleep now, 9, and then so I think we'll be waking up around 5 a.m. and that might be a bit dark, but at least that's going to be in the morning. So let me see. Time, we have 35 hours left. Yeah, we have more than enough time. Yeah, that's no problem. 10 hours left in the journey, 35 hours left in terms of deadline with the job. So I think we have more than enough time to sleep. Let's go and sleep here. There's still a little bit of sun because this is Norway, but yeah, just to be safe. Is that okay? Doesn't that block the view or something? Block the roads? Not really. I think that's good enough. Could go a bit more front, but it's not a big deal. See you guys in the morning. I would expect it's a bit darker, actually. Oh no, it's not. That's perfect. Nice. That was a good call. I like. Alright. Too bad there's no convenience store here. Would have loved a cup of joe, cup of coffee. And you know what, guys? I recently tried it out. You might be grossed out by this if you're not familiar with this kind of coffee, but it's just my second day of trying it, but I am really loving this combination. Let's then turn on our beacons, and let's turn on our, I don't think we need our lights at all because we have daytime running lights. Yeah, daytime running lights I think are enough. Good. Nice. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this. I need the lights after all. I just realized, okay, there you go. But have you ever tried mixing coffee, black coffee? So you brew a cup of joe, brew yourself a cup of coffee, like grind the beans, put it in a French press or a coffee press or something. Go neutral. Let's glide, guys. Glide. Look at how slow that truck is going. Is it that terrible of a uphill slope? Wow. 80. Okay. Retarder, please. That's going a bit too fast. Actually not. Okay. This is a very good practice for eco-friendly driving because it has a lot of ups and downs. So if you are able to time your drive into ups and downs properly, know when to go to neutral, know when to gas up, it should actually yield to better mileage, better eco fuel consumption. And here goes the tunnels. By the way, anyway, yeah, what I was saying, have you ever tried combination of coffee, black coffee, and butter, unsalted butter? Like I said, if you're not familiar, you might be grossed out. I tried it yesterday, tried it today. I'm loving it. There's this strange satisfaction and strange match. Göteborg. Is it Göteborg? Göteborg. Let's have that on. Actually, I think I can speed up here. Let it just glide through. Yeah, the only bad thing about being in neutral is you're not really able to make use of your engine brakes, because engine brakes only work if you're in gear. Okay, this time I got the right one. I love these winding roads and the splitting roads. As long as I have a decent GPS and I read it correctly, I don't have anything to worry about. Love this. Also, I noticed that in Norway you have these yellow markings. In Sweden you mostly had white markings. That's one major distinction I'm seeing currently. Oh, that car is exiting, thank goodness. So yeah, black coffee and unsalted butter. Have you ever tried it? If not, I would highly recommend you do. If you're a fan of black coffee, try it with butter. It doesn't taste like coffee with milk. It tastes different. You know that taste when you cook an omelette and then you cook it with butter? There is that certain layer of taste that makes it apparent that you cooked it with butter. You know that aftertaste, that buttery taste of the omelette. So that same buttery taste will be in the coffee, and it will be very, very fitting. Go and try it out and let me know. Because I'm trying out this diet of how do they call it? I think they call it a keto diet. I'm not following it perfectly because it's very hard for me, but the basic concept is low carb, high fat. So it's better to have high fat in food rather than having high carbs. But as a consequence, that means minimal bread, almost no rice, almost no pasta, which are my favorite things. So it's really kind of hard to eat. But that the upside is, let me turn on my headlights. The upside is that I'm able to eat as much fat as I want. So butter, oil, even the fats from pork and beef. And the concept is really nice. If it works, I don't know, but I'll try it. It's not only for weight loss, it's also for preventing and actually reversing diabetes type 2, as what they've said. And I think I have in the family there is like in terms of genes, there is a risk in diabetes, so I have to be very careful as early as now. I would not want to push it, you know. So I try to be proactive and eat the right foods, and part of that is trying out this diet. So it's both for weight loss purposes and for health, and I think it makes sense. The concept is, instead of burning carbs like what we normally get used to, it burns fat instead. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't Scandinavia have those auto-pass things as well? It doesn't have a barrier, but I think you can auto-pass and it charges you automatically, which is even better, like this. Yes, I remembered. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so I'm on that. I think they call it keto diet or keto diet. Keto, I think, for ketosis or something like that. But that's the process of burning fat in the body. If the body is in that state, then it's burning fat, something like this. And you do that by lessening your carbs. As a side effect, though, there is an adjustment period. In the first few days or weeks, you would feel a bit lightheaded because you're not used to not having carbs in your body, which is what you usually burn. And sorry if I'm going totally off topic here from trucking, but just enjoy the ride anyway. Anyway, if you have any experience or thoughts on that, let me know. But keep an open mind, that's what I suggest. And go and read up on some articles if you don't believe me. There is a compelling argument for it. That's also why I put butter in coffee, because butter, as I mentioned, butter is mostly fat, and in my diet, fat is a welcome thing. Because as I learned, fat is not what makes you fat. Carbs and sugar is what does that. So carbs is the enemy, not fat. And so I have a right, and actually it's actually suggested to put butter, unsalted butter, in your coffee. I think some people, actually the recipe, I think they call it the bulletproof coffee. It's a mixture of coffee, black coffee, unsalted butter, and coconut oilers, I think. But I don't have that coconut oil part yet. Also, in Norway, do you have to signal left like this? Not really sure. Hello to our Norwegian friends out there, if there are any. Please say hi in the comments so I know. We have some people from Latvia, where we came from. We have a lot of people from Sweden, where we just came from. And I'm wondering if you have people from Norway as well. That would be awesome. So please say hello, and I don't bite. So just say hello, and I'll just react, and that will be the end of that if you're not really chatty. But it would be nice to know if you have to know that we have people from Norway as well watching the channel, watching videos. Oslo. Will not be going to Oslo though. We'll be heading the opposite direction. Just keep my lights open because we're going through lots of tunnels anyway. And maybe we get to an awesome view later on. Okay. Right. I think that's good enough speed. Nice. Remove that radar. What is that sign? I think it means merging and give way. Yeah. Most likely does. Christian Sand. Stavanger. Stavanger is where we're going. Oh, look at this. This might just be the winner of the best view for the episode. Wonder where this is. It's starting to rain though, I think. It's pretty dark out there. But yeah, if you're wondering what graphics mod I have, why the colors are so amazing, I've had a few people asking about that from time to time in each episode. I am using Foggy Weather 2.0. Not yet in official release, still in pre-beta. And I think maybe by September, I think I talked with Kirill, and he's still working on it. He has some real-life stuff to work on first, but I think he'll be continuing to work on it in September. But once it releases, once there is any news of some sort, I'll let you guys know for sure. Oh man, we just missed the bridge. Oh, there is one there though. If we go a bit more forward, we can get a winding bridge view. Let's try that. Let's see. Once I cross this, like that maybe. But there's a car in front. Crap. I hate that. Let's see if that works for us. Reset. And maybe from this angle. That sky looks absolutely stunning. Super realistic looking. It's a bit dark though. It's not really thumbnail worthy, but it is still a pretty realistic view. Yeah, I like it. I really like that. Let's take a photo from there maybe. Okay. And then let us continue. Tekken reference right there. And I need to slow down. Right, is that enough speed? I think it is. There. I actually think that's a bit too slow now. There you go. And we are leaving the highway, it says. I like reading those signs. I like being able to read them and understanding exactly what they mean. Because they really make a lot of sense, don't they? And they give you insight on what's coming up ahead of you. By the way, are we finishing this job today? We still have 460 kilometers. So I'm actually on the fence about it. Let's continue here. So I'm really not sure if I should continue, just plow on through. Maybe I will. Right, and I haven't really shared with you my main reason why I tried to do this. Oh, we're entering the huge tunnel network in Norway. Yeah, I remember this. It's like roundabouts inside the tunnel and stuff. This is really cool. For those who haven't seen it, keep your eyes peeled, right? But yeah, the main reason why I continued this episode right after the previous one, and I showed it the next day. Oh, this isn't the big network yet. We haven't gone through there yet. Okay, it's all well and good. It's because we have a very long job. Yeah, we don't have a lot of money because I had to. Oh, we earned a couple of bucks actually. We were at 24. Now we're at 41. Probably thanks to our drivers. Anyway, so we're not really rich. We have a lot of loans. And we took this very long job. And you guys know what happens when you have a new version of the game, right? Your game resets in a way that you lose your current job. And if we've traveled 1,000 kilometers and we don't end up delivering this cargo at the end of it, we don't earn anything. And that would be such a waste. So I thought to myself, might as well finish this job. That would be a win-win because I get to drive this truck as well, which is really loving it because it has that driving bro feel. So really immerses me in his world. Even though he drives in Sweden mostly, but we're in Norway now, but you get the point. Anyway, yeah, so that's something definitely that I am really wanting to do. I want to, oh, this is a perfect opportunity. Just glide. Not really gliding. Not really downhill, is it? Yeah, I have trouble seeing that sometimes. It does look very good in here. Wow. I am half expecting Ragnar Lothbrok to appear out of the woods. Did you guys watch that? Vikings. I love that series. And it's still not done. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's an awesome series. It's like a documentary / story series. Something like this. Anyway, as always, I keep jumping topics. Sorry about that, guys, but wait a minute. Why did I slow down? Didn't really need to slow down. Actually, as a matter of fact, step on it. There we go. The goal is to go back to 40 liters per 100 kilometers fuel consumption. Okay, let's keep the speed. For some reason, it feels like we're still uphill. Maybe we are, and I just don't realize it. But I feel like we are reaching downhill soon. Like right now. Please? There we are. Yes, we are. Finally. I feel like we're going too fast though, so let me turn on retarders. Oh, that is an awesome view. Look at that, guys. Look at that view up ahead. Yeah, just glide all the way through. Wow. Okay. Playtime's over. Time to work for our speed again. No more free rides. Oh, tandems. Yes, I also want to drive tandems. And if I kind of missed a topic, if I jumped topic and forgot to go back to the previous one, sorry about it, but let me know in the comments if I didn't finish saying something, alright? So I can finish it, at least in the comments or in the next episode. But that looks like a steep hill. Ripperoonie. Why is this guy stopping? Oh, there's a car trying to overtake. Bros, are you okay? Can you handle the pressure? Look at that truck. Must be like a 200 horsepower truck or something. Rip. Alright, let's take our time. Let's enjoy the ride here. And my transmission is actually having trouble as well. Even going to crawler gears. There must be some kind of magnet in here. Look at that. That doesn't look too steep. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm slowing down even if I'm going down. So weird. Good thing we didn't haul a heavy trailer in here, otherwise it would have been really troublesome. I wonder which countries these guys are from. It says TAR. What country is that? Kulholor. Hungary. Oh, this guy came from Hungary. Interesting. He actually came from farther than where we came from. Or maybe not, because we actually came from Belarus. And look at this. There's even a speed camera here. I doubt anyone would go over 80 here. Well, at least not a truck. Maybe a normal car will. Okay, there we go. Bro, can you go faster? Otherwise I'd be forced to overtake you on a curve like that. That would not end well. Like, because of those oncoming vehicles. Oh, pretty nice Scania. And here we go again with the slow truck. Oh crap, this is really taking a toll on my fuel efficiency. Was that 12 noon? Yes, it was. Back to 34k. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's keep some distance. Let's try not to tailgate, just so we can adjust accordingly when these guys stop, like now. Wow, they're really having trouble, aren't they? I'm not really sure if it's the truck in front or both of them, but I'm sure the truck in front is slowing down. The one behind him maybe just is following his lead. There we go. Now we came to that downhill. And now we should be fine. Let me go neutral here and let this guy take us there. Look at how fast we're going. 60, 70, 80. Oh man, have to limit it somehow. Okay, there you go. This is super steep, guys. Oh no. Okay. Level 3 retarder is doing its work for us. Thank you. But this actually looks like a pretty good shot. Despite amidst all that chaos, I still find time to take photos, huh? I really love taking photos in bridges, in mountains, and oh, look at that view. Remove the blur. Oh, look at that. My goodness, yeah, I remember this view. That is really epic. Look at that. Beautiful. Can we maybe go closer a bit? Yeah, that should work. Maybe just show off the truck like that. That is beautiful. It's kind of empty in here though, so maybe we can close up a little. Maybe I can go front a bit. Nah, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. And just have something like a shot like this. Go a bit narrower. Shot like that would be beautiful. Perfect for representing those Norwegian mountains and hills and whatever else you call them. Okay. Up. We're slowing down too much. Alright. Let's go neutral. Let's remove all retarders and let's just let it fly. Oh yeah. We're in for a roller coaster ride here, guys. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's coming. It's coming. Alright. Okay. Okay, too fast. Maybe level 1. Retarder, just a bit. Control it a bit. So I don't go flying off the stream there. this is so fun. This is like the best place to practice your eco driving skills. Knowing when to accelerate and when to glide. Look at that, we're down to 41.3 again. Kind of gets balanced in though because of the uphill slope, but yeah, it still is win-win in the end. Like there, I think we can go. Maybe not. We are slowing down. Yeah, I'll keep it like this in the meantime. Okay, I don't think that works. Alright, let me go. Let's try and reach that speed limit. I think we'll be pushing on, guys, because we have 310 kilometers left. I make this a super long episode for you guys. Just for you. And for me as well, to be honest. Because I really am enjoying this. Wow, look at this view! Look at this view! OMG! Oh my... Ooh! That was a bit too close for comfort. So freaking beautiful. Man. Breathtaking. Running out of adjectives here. Man, I was literally left speechless there. All right. I think I'm almost back now. I think I'm almost back to normal. Yeah, but wow, that really is something, huh? That really is something. Ooh, and I like those houses. They kind of look like how houses in Iceland look like. I don't know. They kind of remind me of that. Yeah, but if you haven't watched the Viking series, I highly recommend that you do. I think it's R18 though, so if you're below 18, maybe it's not the best time to watch it. Yeah, maybe wait a few more years till you get there. Because there is some adult content, to put it. But yeah, it gives you a very good insight on how the Vikings lived back in the day. I'm not sure how it is now, actually. I have no clue if it's how different it is. If any of the culture is still there, or if it's mainly just the stories that remain behind, or if the actual culture is still intact. I guess it's something that Norwegians are proud of, I guess. I am familiar with their, well, not really familiar, but I know that they have this Norse mythology that they still have. But I'm not sure if that's still like really their religion, or if that's just something for history books. So pardon my ignorance, but if you are from Norway, or if you know what the deal is, let me know, okay? Like, do Norwegians have the religion as the Norse mythology, or is this like a historical thing nowadays? Like how it is with Greek mythology or Roman mythology, that most of the Romans are now Catholics, but there is still this part of history where there is Roman mythology, which is basically coming from Greek mythology, if you get what I mean. It's basically the same thing, right? Just different names. Greek versus Roman names. Let's go neutral. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's go out, refresh, contrast. Oh, don't even think of merging in, bro. Thank you for stopping. See? The AI in this game, it's not too bad. It's not perfect for sure, but it is not too bad. Man, I just can't stop driving. I love this view. This might be the longest episode ever if that happens. I think we'll make it happen. Maybe the 2-hour episode, I don't know. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this, guys. Hopefully you'll stay with me, and hopefully you're enjoying as much as I am. Yeah, this is really something. So many things to comment on, and as you might have known, as you might have figured out, the best way to do it to comment is to just pause the video and comment and then continue watching. You can always edit the video or keep it as it is. I don't really mind that you have a lot of comments on my vids. Like if you have a comment on something, comment it out. If you have a comment again on another topic, just make another comment or reply to that existing one. I don't really mind. However you do it is fine with me. As long as you comment, that's the main thing. As long as you get it out there. Don't really mind how you do it. Just keep it respectful as always. We have a lot of very cool people who interact and share their views, share their comments, share their knowledge with us, and I'm really thankful for that, guys. So please keep them coming. And for those of you who are hesitating to join the conversation, just try it out. Just to comment something and I'll reply to you. And if you're okay with it, then comment some more. If you're not, then stop commenting. But yeah, I really encourage everyone to comment because I learn a lot. I get an idea of how the different cultures work and we get to share our knowledge together. So it's a win-win. I really like it. It's half the reason why I played this game, because it's so relatable. It's a simulator after all, so it really should be realistic and really having fun with it. I think I might need to slow down here because this looks like a sharp bend. Not really. Okay. Good. I think I can slow down here. Actually in neutral again. Just gliding along. Keeping one level of retarder just to not go off balance. And now I'm hoping I can just glide. Can I? Not really. If you look at the mileage, the fuel consumption, we're now actually at 40.4. So we're doing really good. That's the target. I wonder if I can get it below 40 even. Because I have a light load, I should be able to do that, right? What is the ideal number? If anyone knows, pause and comment on the video. For carrying a load like this, an 8-ton load, having a 540 horsepower engine, what is the range of fuel consumption that I should be getting? It doesn't have to be exact, just have a range, what you have in mind. Like normally what do trucks have? For trucks who are not doing heavy hauling, because technically we're not doing a heavy haul, it's just an 8-ton. Oh, go. Okay, this guy. What the heck, bro? Okay, I guess he's in a hurry. Must be running to the toilet or something. Needs to go to the WC. You know, I didn't know what a WC meant before I went to Poland last year. Poland, or was it in Poland? Yeah, I think that's where I first encountered it. WC. I had the German colleague, and he was I kept seeing those signs, but I had no clue what they were or what they meant. I kind of figured out that meant the restroom or the toilet or however you call it, but WC, I would have never imagined it would mean water closet. I mean, water closet doesn't really, I guess it kind of makes sense. I guess it kind of made sense, but I guess it's historic in nature, but yeah, it's not really something I would have expected as a term. It's a very interesting term, definitely. Okay. I don't think I need any retarders in here. Oh, look at this bridge. Looks a bit old, but looks pretty sturdy with those supports, with those lines. Love it. I think I remember driving through this bridge once. Yeah, and this might be a pretty famous bridge. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Oh, that's a sharp one, definitely. There we go. Okay. And now we drive. Okay. There we go. Phew. Thank you. So yeah, back-to-back trucking episodes because of this truck, because of this trip. I really wanted to continue trucking, and now we're good luck overtaking. Yeah, the AI can do a bit of work, but yes, it's a work in progress, but it's headed the right way, definitely. To even have an overtaking logic at all is something of a feat. Imagine how that is coded. Look at that guy. Would have been a nice house to have. Go fishing, probably. Go swimming. Skinny dipping. Probably a bit dangerous. You might be in YouTube the next day. Mood guy. Skinny dipping on the highway. Near the highway. There we go. 70 here. Must be because of that that huge bend that's coming up. Yep, looks like it. Time is now 4 p.m. Wow, we've been driving like, I don't know, 6 hours, in-game hours or something. I think I should really speed up now. We have just reached 39.9 liters per 100 kilometers. It's not gonna last, but at least we hit it. That's the important thing, guys. Yeah? I like... Didn't know that. Didn't expect a traffic light here, actually. Boy, that was fun. Yeah, so are you guys ready for the longest episode ever? We're, I think, about to break the record. I think the longest episode so far in the season was 1 hour and 20 minutes. I think we'll be beating that today. We'll see. What is this? There's no one there. What is that white circle above the red one? Is that like a sensor? Maybe it is, huh? There we go. Onwards and upwards. Trailer is doing fine, thank you. There we go. Look at this bus, look at this bus. It's gonna blend in. It's just gonna block my way. And this car, look at that, look at that. And this car. Yeah, that's always the case though. Whenever I start praising something, whenever I start praising the AI, they do something that completely irks me and wants me to take back whatever I said. That is how the AI works in this game. But the good thing is, I find reasons to praise it in the first place. Because some games, it would be very hard to praise. Some games, you would really be irritated to bits with how the AI works. Not gonna name any names. Not gonna name any games, but you know what I mean. Right, let's leave that. Okay. Right, cool. How long do we have? 88 kilometers? Oh yeah, that's very quick. Yeah, that's nothing. We'll be there in no time. Can probably even glide. No, not really. Look at that. Has a bus at the back. Probably a broken bus. It's been clumsy bust. So yeah, probably no OMSI episode for today. Instead I have an ETS2 episode. But I think it's still a very good deal, huh? Having a very long episode like this. It's kind of making up for me not having a stream this week, this Wednesday. Because it's a holiday actually in Singapore. Okay, go down. So I have to spend some quality time with the wife. Because we don't get those too often. Weekends are never enough. Okay, I'm slowing down. Too much slowing down. I think we have to step on the gas a bit more. It's one thing to be eco-friendly, but it's another thing to be on time. Although in terms of time, we have like 15 hours left. So we don't really not really in a hurry. And we are reaching an intersection. Are we almost there? I guess we are, huh? Nice. Gonna be pretty sharp. Okay, this is one of my heatest. Can I fit in there? I'm looking at my front mirror. I think I should. Okay, my trailer is doing fine. Good, I think I just fit in. Nice. Easy does it. Easy does it. Wow, this is a really narrow ramp. Really narrow ramp. Just enough for the truck, I think. And now we are entering a major highway, looks like. But I think we are leaving as well. Right on the next exit. Ah, that's a bit of a party pooper. Yep, there we are. Look at that. Scavenger. Gonna be discovering some roads, some buildings. Scavenger. Commune? Okay, we're good. So I think, alright, so we'll be entering the city, going to do a bit of discovery, and then we'll be going out, going that way to the left, to finally deliver the shipment. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Just glide through. Can I just go neutral? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. Stop. Okay, they're giving way. That was a bit weird, but okay, thank you. Might have gone there over a bit, but it's fine. Can I just say I really love this truck? Thank you guys for recommending this to me. I wasn't really that excited in the beginning because it's a Volvo FH. We've had a Volvo FH by Ohaha already, but this is just completely something completely different, mainly because of the dashboard and the interior in general. The interior looks so different, and it also helps a lot that I've been watching Driving Bros vids because I get to feel it a lot more, you know, really role playing how he works and what trucks he drives. Good. Royal Crown. Oh, Danish Crown, sorry. Is that a real company? I guess it is. How about this one? Hotel. Okay, it's a standard hotel. Good, perfect. Didn't even need to step on the brake there. The power of engine brake and retarders. Love it. And then automatic transmission at that. Beautiful. I'm starting to appreciate now the automatic transmission. I also love the way the engine brake sounds like that. Makes you feel the truck more. Okay, don't need to eat up any lane. That's good. It's always good staying in your own lane. You don't always get that luxury when you're driving a huge vehicle, especially like a bus. But with a truck, it's more possible. Did you guys see that? Like a truck just disappeared there. There, you saw? Another one. Whoop. 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 What the heck? Where are these guys coming from? And then a van just hits us from behind. Like that particular van doesn't disappear. That would be awful luck, huh? Thank you. Thank you very much. Scavenger looks pretty cool. Looks pretty industrial though. I guess we only unlocked the engine. Not the engine. Hey, this is the same bus as a while ago. Is it just going around and around? That's a bit weird. It's a bit freaky. Okay. Yeah, it does look a bit industrial, but maybe it's only because we're a truck, so they only coded in the industrial parts where the trucks are allowed. It would be nice though if we gain access to what do you call this? If we gain access to a truck, a city truck, and we actually drive inside the city. So you know, a smaller truck than this, not for long hauls, but for city driving, fitting inside city roads, that would be nice as well. That's what a driving bro does, right? He usually drives trucks that are smaller, but they get into the city. It's actually exciting as well because there's a lot of traffic, a lot of challenges. You have to squeeze in yourself. You have to park in a very tight road. Sometimes you even have to block the actual road to park properly. But yeah. No brakes at all. Didn't even need to step on it. Okay, now I need to because I'm still sliding a bit. Okay. This has been a pretty fun trip so far, guys. And it's coming to an end. But looking forward to even more. I hope 1.28 hits soon so we can get some double trailers going. Especially since now we're in Scandinavia. And we'll be staying in Scandinavia for quite a bit. We'll try to discover all the cities, majority of the roads. And we'll try to haul as many doubles as possible. And yeah, I think I was mentioning that a while ago. I also want to get into the tandem trucks. I've never driven a tandem truck in the game. And I want to know how that feels. I think Fleming V's tandem mod actually improves with 1.28. I think now it has that multiple articulation points, or at least a dolly for that matter. Maybe before it didn't have a dolly. Not really sure. For those who have driven Fleming V's tandem trucks before 1.28, alright? If you've driven them before, can you let me know in the comments? Is there like a dolly version? Do the trailers have a dolly, or are they like fixed? You know, because if they have a dolly, then that means it's a bit more complicated. You can't just reverse that easily. It's a bit more challenging and a lot more realistic. Can I squeeze in? Yeah. Being a bully about it. Good. Right. Pretty nice. Pretty awesome. Yep, I think we've officially broken the record for longest episode ever. Or maybe not. Correct me if I'm wrong. Some people in the channel are really good at taking stats in. I forgot who it was. Oh man, sorry I forgot who it was. But someone actually took note of took note of all the trucks that I've been driving and which episode I started or I bought those trucks. Really cool when I saw it. Like, wow, didn't realize that's how many trucks I've had already, and even the episode number. So thanks a lot for that, and please identify yourself again in the comments if you are still around. Really amazing stuff. Op. Inefficient braking, but it's better to brake inefficiently than not to brake at all. That's the number one rule. At the end of the day, eco-friendliness is just the last priority on your list. First and foremost is safety. Okay, maybe eventually these guys will be able to turn left. For us, I think we're going straight. But I think we could actually turn left as well. Anyway, we'll go straight just to follow the GPS. Okay, thank you for going straight through. Nice. Yeah, in terms of driving experience and driving realism, nothing really beats ETS2 at the moment. That's why people even mod cars and buses in here and coaches, because there are driving simulators, there are bus simulators that have more details inside the bus like Clumsy, but in terms of the actual driving experience like this, the AI vehicles, the visual feel, hands down, this is still the best. Or if you know or prefer something else, do let me know so I can try it out as well. But I don't think there is any. Fernbus is it's a work in progress. I think it's becoming a lot better since it's released last week. Crap. Climb the curb a bit, no problem. But yeah, I think Fernbus still has a way to go. It is very promising, so I think it has a future. But I think it needs more refinement. I do want to try it someday soon, so we can see for ourselves if it's up to the task of feeling like a real simulator, if it's an enjoyable coach driving experience, or if it will just frustrate us. What's the problem with this guy? This is our parking. Yeah. Don't climb the curb there, please. Thank you. And our parking slot is over there. Okay, cool. Now, since this is a steerable axle trailer, we have to keep the angle as little as possible, because this trailer knows how to dance. So we try to not make it sway too much. Looking at the front mirror, hugging the wall right there. Okay. And reversing. Okay. Trying to keep the angle as little as possible, because yeah, it is starting to sway a lot already, even at this early angle. Not sure if this will push through, but I think we can make it somehow. That might be too much on the left though. Oh, actually it bought that. Okay, cool. So if you look at it, yeah, we're far too much on that side. Let's correct it, you know. Let's make it a perfect parking, because that's accepted, but it's not very prideful. Yeah, it's not very, it doesn't make you that proud to have just that kind of parking. Whoa, look at how much it dances. Wow, that's insane. Okay, swerve a little and correct a little. Alright, I think that's good. Okay, and I think from here we just basically even it out. Wow, that actually danced away from me. Imagine that. Yeah, I still have to get used to the parking for steerable axles. It's still something that is kind of alien to me, the concept. I have to keep my eyes on it, definitely. But yeah, this time I'm sure this will work. There we go. Yeah, that works. That guy behind washing the doors looks happy. Let's unload it. Turn off the beacons. Unload. Let's see how much we earn. Excellent, no damage, nice. 1,800 kilometers. We earn a total of 79,000 and 2,600 XP. Look at how much that is. Wow. Long distance delivery bonus, skill rank 5. That is perfect. I love it. Well, that was a really nice ride. Wow. Okay, so I guess there is nowhere to sleep. So I guess we just do we go back there? That's a bit far, I think. 24 kilometers. Yeah, I think we can do that just to discover that road as well. And then we can rest over there. Roleplay it a bit. So I think now we can raise our axle. That second one from the right. There we go. Axle race. That was like bad joke level. Oh, that one. Yeah, I want to drive that one. But I want to drive it during 1.28, so there's a dolly. Good. Okay, no trailer now, so it should be pretty much straight on through. What is this? Statoil. Okay, Statoil. Who knows what our next job will be. We'll see. We will see. So at the end of the trip, we are at 40.3 liters per 100 kilometers. That's very good. I am very happy with that. Yeah, very, very happy with that. So we managed to take it down from 46 from the previous episode. Okay, where are we going? I think here. Let's let this guy pass. Whoa. Swerved a bit too much there. Okay. Right, that was a good job. Now we're just cooling down, finding our parking, and then we'll be ending the episode. It's going way too fast now. Oh, wait a minute. That isn't our entrance. That's a dead end. My bad. It's going way too fast now, this truck. Not really used to it. It's just flying all over the place. Oh, the light. Okay, no car, thank you. Oh my goodness, the light. Sunset, is it? Yeah, 8 p.m. Wow, sunset at 8 p.m. Well, I guess that's not too far from where I am. Is this the one? Not really sure. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Or maybe not. It looks like a dead end. How the heck do we enter there? It's there. I guess I would have to go all the way around. That's a bit crappy. Fine. At least we get to sleep and rest. I wonder if this opens. Let's see. Nope. It's a dud. Oh, I know. I should go through that roundabout. I see the markings on the GPS. I should go through that roundabout and just go around the entire pier. Just go around this entire port. And at the end of it, I'm guessing that's where the entrance to the delivery, the sleeping area is. Okay, let's try that. On there. Okay. I love the sound when it shifts up and down. It's just, I don't know, I like driving an automatic when it's a real automatic truck. I get that feeling. Before I always wanted to drive in manual, but yeah, I guess it also makes sense to keep it realistic, yeah. And there's also a fun in driving an automatic vehicle There we go. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, for trucks, it says turn right. Good. So I guess... Oh, look at that. Did you see that plane just take off? There we go. Right, I see it now. Is this one? This is a trailer parking. I think this is the truck parking. Alright, good. So you leave your trailer there and then you park here. Perfect. That is awesome. Well, that was a job well done, guys. And I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you very much for staying with me this entire time, if anyone's still there. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I really enjoyed this trip. You might have noticed having this longest episode ever. But yes, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. In the meantime, this is the Clumsy Geek signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Clumsy trucking, everyone. And let me go inside the cab because I know now that the horn is pretty noisy. Clumsy trucking, everyone, and have a good day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.